Hey everybody, Matt Travis coming to you at the Potential You. Today we are in day number 19 of our 21 life transformation tips for the year of 2021. And in day 19, the tip of the day is it's all about aligning your values with what you want. And that will help you ensure you get it, okay? So align your values with what you want to ensure that you get it. Now, some of you are like, what do you mean? Okay, this is the thing. You first just need to figure out, what do you value? Okay, what do you value? A lot of people understand what values are, and if you don't, these are great questions that will help you figure out what you actually value. So the first one is, what do you love? Like, what are things that you love in your life? Like, what do you love to do? What do you do? Right? What do you do? Where do you spend your time, your money, and your energy? That will be a really good way to see what you actually value. Because where you spend your time, money, and energy is usually where you prioritize your time, aka you value it, right? You can also look at what you have or what you don't have. Because usually if you have something and you've worked for it, it means you value it, right? If you don't have something or you want something that you don't have, it's probably you don't value it and you don't have the subconscious habits that lead you to get that thing, okay? And then another way to think about this is how you act in certain situations, right? How you act in certain situations. So, for example, like if you are like, oh, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and exercise and health is not one of your values yet is the important word, okay? If it's not one of your values yet, it can become one of your values, but what happens to a lot of people, they'll wake up the next morning and they'll be like, I'll try again tomorrow, or whatever it is, right? This bed is really warm, okay? It comes back to the stories we talked about. And it's something where we just need to start aligning our values, what we do, where we spend our time, money, and energy, how we act in a situation, right? So if we wanted to change our value of what we acted in our situation, we would change our value to, I value keeping promises to myself. I value exercise, right? Like, that's just an example I use. We could use this in mind, body, and business, right? We could use it in any way, or relationships or anything else. So once you figure out what you value, that's step one. Huge step. A lot of people have no clue what they actually really value. They think they value certain things, but then when they go through the questions I just asked you, they realize, oh my goodness, I value Netflix way more than I thought, or whatever it is, right? So the second thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna just figure out, of course, what do you want, right? You could think of this as goals or whatever it is, but it's what do you want, right? So for example, if what you want as a business owner is to get more clients, then you have to value connection. You have to value building relationships with people. You have to value just developing results for people. You need to value these things, right? If your goal is to make more money, you need to value money first, right? I know for me personally, when I first started on my entrepreneurial journey, I did not value money. I didn't value what it could do. I didn't value the fact that it could help more people, right? If I make more money, I can help more people. So it's understanding, do you value those things, right? My top value personally is self-care. And I learned firsthand that if I didn't value that and I didn't make it one of my top values, that's a great way to tank my entire health, which will, of course, devastate my family and also devastate my success in my business. So that is why it's on the top of the totem pole when it comes to my personal values. So you figuring out what your values are, and then ultimately what do you want, and then bridging that gap, right? does it align with what you value and prioritize, right? Is what you want align with what you value and prioritize? And if it's not, it's really as simple as this, folks. You change it, okay? If it does align, if your values and your goals and what you want align, great, keep it. Keep going. You're doing awesome, okay? And if not, change it. Just say, hey, I'm now going to take my value of watching TV every night, and I'm going to drop it down, and I'm going to start valuing, connecting with people and building my business and making money, or I'm going to start valuing exercise, and I'm going to do some yoga at nighttime, or just I'm going to start valuing. I'm going to bump down my valuing of junk food, and I'm going to bump up my value of eating healthy food, okay, vegetables and things like that. So it's just shifting the priorities of where these things fall, because what you value is what you will prioritize, and what you prioritize will be something that you start to build into a habit, and you will subconsciously start doing those things, and then they just become part of your life. So we've gone through a lot of these stuffs in the past couple of sessions in these days that we're going through in these 21 transformation tips for 2021, and these all build on each other. So if you find that this one resonates with you, or the next one does, go back, because they all kind of interconnect, and this is the stuff that it takes to actually transform, right? This is the stuff, the deep stuff, digging into your own values. A lot of people will look at this and be like, I don't know how that will help, but I'm telling you, if you start to really figure out what you value, it's amazing how you can start to align it with what you want and finally actually get it, okay? And you might realize, oh my goodness, I have a lot of values that aren't serving me. So you need to reorganize that so you can prioritize them accordingly. All right, so I hope this helps. Keep showing up, examining your values, right? And these will change over time. They will change. What I value now is not what I valued 5 years ago, right? What I value as a parent is not what I valued when I wasn't a parent. What I value now as a person that really values health and connection and helping people transform their lives is not what I valued when I was in high school and in college. Okay, so it evolves, folks, and it will evolve for you as well as you become the potential you. So keep showing up, taking action on aligning your values with your goals, and you will get results. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in day number 20.